Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price. As you remember, we expected that the Bitcoin price will fall lower in our last video. That's why we also didn't take any profits of our $3 million short position right now in an unrealized profit of $200,000. And the question now is, what are the important price levels you now need to keep an eye on to know what to expect next from the Bitcoin prices? And on top of that, what are my next moves? I will tell you exactly what price levels I am keeping an eye on to decide if I am going to actually scale up my short position here or take profits to be on the safe side. And on top of that, guys, we want to also talk about the whole Mt. Gox situation in today's video, because creditors are actually expected to receive their first payouts on March 10th, which is already in 2 days. And as you know, we are talking about 137,000 Bitcoins that the owners of these Bitcoin last held in 2014, almost now a decade ago, when Bitcoin was still at $800. These 137,000 Bitcoin were in the hands of their rightful owners, and now these rightful owners will receive them back, but now at a price of $23,000. So you can already make a small guess. We will talk about this a little bit later in today's video, what will happen with these BTC, and I can tell you a lot of these people will most likely take profits, but let's talk about the situation in a second. Let's first now talk about the charts, because here not all too much has changed since we broke out as we expected it to the downside, but we haven't reached the $21,600 level yet. So first of all, I can already tell you I am right now still expecting the price to reach the $21,600 level in the upcoming hours, and pretty much in the next 24 to 48 hours. If we are not reaching that price level, I can already tell you what are the price levels I'm keeping an eye on if we should reverse here against the possibilities. I mean, then the only relevant price level for me is the $22,600 level, where we have our daily resistance and support, and where we have the downward sloping resistance of our broadening wedge that we are still potentially in here at the moment. So if we're breaking this level to the upside, I am with a 4-hourly candle, keep that in mind, with a 4-hourly candle, I will take profits here of my short position. But as this scenario is more unlikely than the scenario that we are falling to the $21,600 level, let me tell you what you should keep an eye on then when we are reaching that level over here. When we are reaching this level over here and we are just going straight through it, breaking to the downside, closing a daily candle below it, I mean, this is definitely a scenario where we then know, okay, we saw a massive M pattern here on the daily time frame. It broke to the downside. On top of that, we most likely will get huge sell volume because of the Mt. Gox unlocks, and at the end of the day, then the likelihood of us reaching 18,000 to 18,800 is relatively high. That's why I would scale up my short position quite significantly in this case. But a more likely scenario than us just falling through this support is for sure that Bitcoin will remain above the $21,600 level for maybe 1 or 2 days. And during these 1 or 2 days, we want to be extremely careful if Bitcoin is forming here a bullish reversal pattern, as we saw the last time here with our beautiful horizontal broadening wedge, which is a broadening bottom pretty much. It is a reversal pattern. And if we are forming something similar, or we are forming an ascending triangle, or whatever it may be, then for sure I would also take some profits once we see a successful breakout out of this bullish reversal pattern. But as long as this doesn't happen, or in the case that we are even forming a bearish chart pattern above support, I mean, this would all then result in the case that I mentioned earlier, where we would be waiting for a daily candle to close below the $21,600 level, and that would be then the scenario where I would also scale up my short position, just with a small delay compared to if we would just dump right through it in the first try. But in general, I mean, the market is not looking all too great, and I think the biggest problem that the bulls may have is not really any bearish chart pattern developing or the current narrative. I think the biggest problem is, more or less this Mt. Gox unlock, which is in a kind of way a black swan event. Creditors only now have till the 10th of March left, so only 2 days left to provide their refund information, so the address where they want to receive their Bitcoin, and so on and so on. So there's only 2 days left for that, and this is why people are also assuming right now, and there's the rumor going around that actually the people will receive the payouts already from March 10 onwards. So not only that the people have now only 2 days left to provide the information, but as soon as this information window closes on the 10th, people are expecting then to receive their cryptocurrencies actually right away. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we are talking about 137,000, almost 138,000 Bitcoin, where the rightful owners didn't have access to for now almost a decade, since $800. And these people, yeah, a huge amount of them will want to exit the market. Maybe we lost a few people, maybe they forgot about it, maybe they missed the time where they can provide the information for their refund, maybe some people died. I really don't hope so, but I mean the likelihood of that is actually high. So if there should be a few whales maybe that died for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's not 130,000 BTC that we need to be worried about that they would come really to the market, but in general we need to expect tens of thousands of BTCs most likely to be sold potentially of this Mt. Gox refunding. And that's why I think besides the charts that are not looking all too great, we just have this massive fear a little bit hanging behind us, hanging above our heads more or less of every crypto holder and trader, where you know that as soon as these refunds actually start, it will result in a small panic most likely in the markets, because people are fearful that these BTC are just getting dumped spot pretty much immediately after they unlock. So this is the only thing where we definitely want to be a little bit careful, and we definitely don't want to underestimate the impact that these unlocks could potentially have over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So for now, we are keeping an eye on the charts. At the end of the day, the Mt. Gox unlock would only support the bearish narrative that we have in the charts right now. The only sad thing is that it makes the life of the bulls a little bit harder. And even if we are forming a bullish reversal pattern here at the $21,600 level, these Mt. Gox unlocks could still lead then to a bearish breakdown. And that's, I think, the only thing you need to be worried about, that even a bullish message in the charts could actually end up breaking bearish because of this whole Mt. Gox situation still going on. And that's why I am, as said, remaining on the sidelines till we either break $22,600 to the upside, or the $21,600 level to the downside, or we are forming a bearish continuation pattern above the $21,600 level. In that case, I would also scale up here my short position. Right now, 140 Bitcoin big, $3 million in dollar size at the current price, and $200,000 in a profit, which is very, very good, I really have to say. So we need to be aware, and we need to take profits early enough so we are not wasting these $200,000 in unrealized profit that we have in this position sitting here so far. But now, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell, leave a comment down below for sure if you don't want to miss out on any future uploads. I would really appreciate that. And smash up a like. I didn't even like my last video here myself, so I will like it. Do the same here to this video, and we are going to see us in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.